Hey everybody, Chef Lorious here, back in the Love Lab. It's that time again. So today we are cooking up stuffed shells with creamy pesto sauce. So this is a really fun meal. I'm making it because I'll be honest with you, first of all, I'm slightly in the mom doghouse. My daughter's a little disappointed in something I need to do for her that I haven't done for her. So I'm fixing one of her favorite meals, hoping this kind of helps me make up for it. Every mom has done that. Don't act like it's just me. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to do with this meal is I'm going to teach you how to make pesto. So I'm calling the pesto advanced simple cooking. My husband says that doesn't sound right, but I know you guys understand me. He understands me too, but he worries that other people don't understand me, but I'm going to explain it. I believe in cooking easy, straight from the heart, every day. Making pesto is actually really simple, but people think it's hard. So I'm saying it's kind of an advanced technique, but it's really simple. Thus, advanced, simple cooking. Makes perfect sense, right? I knew you'd get it. So let's get started first with our pesto, and then we're going to move on into the stuffed shells. Let's get cooking. Let's talk pesto. Come on over. So our basic ingredients for pesto are, of course, basil. Basil is the star of the show in pesto. We've got pine nuts, crushed garlic, sea salt, the coarse kind, and our cheeses. Here I've got a mixture of Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheeses. That's very important. Now, when you're making pesto, pesto is very much to taste. I'm going to take a little time here and explain it to you. The rest of the video, I'm hoping I get to move fast through it, but I want to explain to you how you do this. So I've got 2 cups here of fresh basil. So I'm going to start by putting this in my food processor. I have big food processor and I have this little mini food processor. I'm sorry if my hand is blocking the basil. I'm going to mix this as I go because you want to really watch the consistency, okay? And you just got to kind of see how it comes out and if it tastes like you like it. So I'm starting there, okay? And I'm going to put this on top. See how that basil just chopped right down? See that? That's why I'm adding it a little bit at a time, okay? I'm gonna add some more in there. Basil's good. Fresh basil smells so good. This basil, ooh, I love the way basil smells. It's good on sandwiches also by itself. Now I am absolutely certain, sorry for the noise. I'm absolutely certain that there are real chefs who have real ways of doing this that don't include chopping it down as you go. But I'm a cook, and I cook for my family, and this is how moms at home cook it. This is how you cook it at home when you're not a professional, but you just know how to cook. Okay? So this is the last of the basil. And you see how that was 2 cups of basil filled up in there and how it's coming down? Basil's kind of like spinach. Okay, now I haven't chopped it up completely because we're going to add some things to it. See how that looks? Next we're going to add pine nuts. Okay, I'm going to have 1 tablespoon. I will have the final measurements that I use below in the box. I'm going to do about 2.5 to start. Pesto is a taste thing, okay? Put those in. Yep. Okay. See that? Those pine nuts are chopping up in there. I'm going to put a little bit more in there, so that's a total of 3 tablespoons of pine nuts we've got in there. And then I'm going to start with this cheese here. So I've got a bunch of cheese here, but I've got a measuring cup so we can figure out how much we're going to end up using. I'm starting with a 1/4 cup. Okay? 1/4 cup there. And I'm also going to put in about 1/2 tablespoon of the chopped garlic. Okay? So let's keep mixing. Now, sometimes you're going to go in and push it around. We're going to add olive oil to this as well, but we want to get this stuff chopped up nicely before we add the olive oil. At least that's how I do it. Let's put some more cheese in here. Continuing to chop up this basil and garlic and cheese. Now we're going to start adding some olive oil. I know I'm supposed to be measuring this, but just work with me. It's about 3 tablespoons. Okay, and then see how once the olive oil gets in there, it starts mixing better? Watch. Yeah. Now, some people like their pesto very fine. Some like it a little more rustic and chunky. That's up to you. This is sea salt. I like to use coarse sea salt in pesto because the flavor goes farther, in my opinion, in the sea salt like this, the coarse one, as opposed to the fine sea salt, okay? A little more olive oil in there. You want it to have a nice juice to it. Oh. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna grind it up a little bit more. Let's look at this texture, the consistency now. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so the first thing is done, which is our pesto. I'm sorry I took a little extra time on this, but I really want you guys to understand and learn how to do it. You can do this. Don't feel intimidated. Don't feel like, oh my God, pesto's hard. It's not too hard. You can make pesto every day. All right, let's move on to the pasta. Okay, now we're going to start on our cream sauce for our stuffed shells. I call it pesto cream sauce because you guessed it, that wonderful pesto we just made is going to go in this sauce. We're going to start with 4 cups here of heavy cream. I've got 2 cups of chicken broth here. I'm probably going to add about 1.5 cups. Okay, and we're going to bring this to a boil. In our filling here we have cottage cheese and ricotta cheese, equal parts. Okay, the recipe will be below. We're going to mix this up. And here we've got some fresh chopped spinach. This is 2 cups of chopped spinach. We're going to start by putting in, just start adding it. I added 1 cup of shredded cheese in there, the shredded Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheese in there, just because I like cheese. Okay, over here I also have some shells that I've boiled. Now usually I like to cook my pasta really soft. I know the whole al dente thing, but this is one time when I actually do cook it al dente because you want it firm enough to hold the filling. So you're going to take a shell, open it up, get your filling. This is a labor intensive thing. It's a labor of love, but I told you guys I was in the mom doghouse, so I kind of have to. And then just work it together and put them in the pan face down. I have sprayed this pan with cooking spray, and you're just going to continue stuffing and stuff and stuff until they're all gone, or until all your filling is gone. Well, that's it. We did it. And now you see stuffed shells, beautiful dinner, and hopefully I'm out of the mom doghouse. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give a thumbs up to this video, like, subscribe, follow me on social media. Have a great day and happy cooking.